I've done it again. I've forgotten to put my microphone on. I've got some ghee and I'm putting it in the bottom of a pan. You can use vegetable oil if you prefer. I've got one very large red onion, finely chopped. That's going in the pan. You could use 2 small onions and they don't have to be red. Next going in my mini chopper, I've got 3 large garlic cloves and about a 4 centimetre piece of ginger and a splash of water, and I'm going to chop that up. There, that's me chopping. After 5 minutes, salt the onions lightly and continue to cook for 5 minutes. God, this is hard. Next going in is the ginger and garlic and let that cook for a couple of minutes or until any water has evaporated. The spices, there's chili, half a teaspoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, 2 teaspoons of ground coriander and 2 teaspoons of garam masala. Tip those into the onions and garlic and ginger and cook the spices out for about 2 minutes. Then sprinkle in 500 grams of beef mince, or you could use lamb. Keema is actually the Urdu word for mincemeat. Give it a good stir. A tablespoon of tomato puree or tomato paste. A tin of plum tomatoes. You can either break them up with your hands or you could use chopped tomatoes. You know that I prefer to use my hands because you just get nicer tomatoes. Swill out the tin with 100 ml of either stock or water from a freshly boiled kettle. I've put in 2 bird eye chilies. It's going to be hot. Bring it to the boil and then move it to the lowest possible light and leave it to simmer for 40 minutes, adding a splash of water or stock if it looks like it's drying out. I'm really hoping this is working. Honestly, I'm not in a good headspace today, but I'm cooking through it. This has had 40 minutes. I'm going to turn the heat off. I've tasted it. It's absolute perfection. And I'm going to leave it to cool a bit until I'm ready to eat, because at the moment it's the afternoon and I'm going to have it for dinner. Actually, while I'm leaving it to cool, I'm going to sprinkle in about 100 grams of peas. They will melt in the heat of the mince. You've got choices here. If the pan in which you cooked the keema is oven proof, we can just put the pastry top on this, or if you're cooking for less people, you can put it in a smaller pan and cover that. So as I said earlier, I made a spanakopita, which is a Greek spinach pie, earlier this week, and I had some leftover bits of phyllo pastry. So what we're going to do is preheat the oven to 190 degrees, melt some butter, start just painting your phyllo pastry with a little bit of butter. I'm going to tear it into little pieces and start scrunching it up and sticking it on top of the keema. So these pieces, you can see they're just little pieces. Actually, this is a top tip for buttering. Butter one side, put it face down on the next sheet, and that's 2 pieces buttered, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Take it calm.
Just finish by painting the top bits with whatever butter you've got left. That's what it looks like before it goes in the oven. I have just got in this bowl some natural yogurt, some coriander, some fresh, what's it called? Mint. In here are some pink peppercorns, lightly crushed. Give it a good stir and a tiny drizzle of chili oil over the top. It's a rater. I can do that. Nobody else is eating it. How gorgeous does that look? Keema pie.